All right, now we're doing 7Q, return the closest number multiple of 10. This is by Bruno, and 93% of people like it. We'll be given a number, and we got to return the closest number to it that is divisible by 10. So here's some examples, and here's some answers, all right? We all know how this works. So for this one, what we're going to do is we're going to start off by declaring a little helper variable called a remainder, and it's going to equal the number remainder operator 10. All right, so we can get the remainder of num. I'm going to call this number. No, I'm going to call it num. Of num. All right, and then after that, we're going to do a little if statement saying if remainder is greater than 5, we're going to say, what are we going to do? We're going to say num minus equals, if it's less than 5, num minus equals remainder. All right, that way it rounds down. And then if not, we're going to say num plus equals 10 minus remainder. All right, cool. So like if it's 6, the remainder will be 4. And so what are we trying to say? Like if it's like something 0.6, right? Or if it's 16, let's say. So it'll be this divided by that, and the remainder would be 6, okay? Is that right? Yeah, it would be 6. Anyway, we're not doing 6, 14. So let's say it's 14 divided by 10. The remainder would be 4. So the remainder would be less than 5. So we would just subtract it down to 10. And if it was 16, it would be 10 minus 6, which is 4. That doesn't make sense. Yeah, it does. And then we would add that 4 to the number, and it would make 20. All right, cool. Awesome. And then so after all that, we're going to say return num. Let's test it out. Look, it works. Maybe it doesn't. Let's test it out again. Let's attempt it. Oh, it sure does. 1 millisecond. That's going to be pretty hard to beat, but we're going to try. So the other thing we can do is we can use this Math.round function, which returns the value of the number rounded to the nearest integer. All right? So what we're going to do here is say num, num divided by 10. We're going to say Math.round this. Math.round, and that's going to give us, like, let's say it's 16, so now it's going to give us 1.6 rounded up to 2, and then we're going to multiply that by 10 again and give us 20. Test it out just like a thought. Look, 2 milliseconds. That was too slow. That's 50%. That's 100% slower than the other one. So I think this one is the big winner because 100% difference. You can't sneeze at that. All right, so let's test it out again. Make sure it looks good. All right, good. Attempt it. 2-2. Well, too bad. It was 1-1 the first time. All right, and let's submit it. Very much like this one. My solutions. Just the two of us, and we'll see you next time. Oh, no, best practice. And we'll see you next time.